I'm going to start.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
I am thrilled and honored to be here with you two, Curtis and Jessica, to witness, celebrate, and usher in the beginning of your time together as a married couple. Entering the commitment of marriage is not for the weak at heart. It can take much fortitude, which from your story, you two have an abundance of. A chance meeting at a party, an assumption of hearts already taken. The space between leading to a glory tour across St. Louis and a rebellious act during COVID lockdown, and here we are. When you both started to learn about each other, you found charisma and genuine joy. Pain and heartache, which led to support of difficult decisions you both have since made. Jessica, you have gone through the loss of your mother, a rock and center in your life. Curtis was one of the first to reach out, see how you were doing, and already was offering his hand to you in one of the hardest moments of your life. You have spoken of his tenacity, his incredible heart, his desire to make you laugh every day, even if that means using cinnamon as a meat rub.
See that? See that? See that?
Curtis, you told me that you wake up in the morning and can't believe Jessica is in your life. That you want to be the strong and sensitive, hardworking, fun, morally driven, but not too serious man that will defend his wife no matter what, even when driving to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
That, in your words, you choose to love every day, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much hurt, no matter how tired you are. You get up and make the choices in life that benefit the one you lay your head next to, not for you, but for them. Whenever we attend a wedding, we are given the opportunity to reflect on our own relationships. We might look at the couple standing there and can be tempted to compare their love to the quality of our own relationships. The truth is that every relationship is as unique as the individuals in it, but one thing stands. For love to exist between two people, each person must allow the vulnerability of giving his or her love to the other, and each must be open to receiving the other's love in return. Therefore, each of us is a powerful creator of love. Each of us, every moment of every day, has the choice to dedicate ourselves to one another or to withhold our love and caring. This ceremony is not magic. It will not create a relationship that does not already exist and has not already been celebrated in all the commitments Curtis and Jessica have made to each other, both large and small, in the days since you first met. This ceremony represents how far you've come together and the promises that you will continue to make to each other throughout your lives together. The vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. And this time, I believe Jessica has a small gift for Curtis.
Okay. Ready? I want to make sure it's big. Move backside. I don't get to call it that anymore. I could Clark anymore. I was going to put it on her, but then I forgot that collar doesn't have a ring. It's perfect.
This is perfect, baby.
I don't know where we're going to put it.
I don't know either.
She's over there.
And doing her own thing.
Yeah.
Just over there being pretty.
I'm a pretty dog, but over here.
Do you want me to hold on to it for now, or do you want to put it in a pocket? Or?
I think I'm just going to put it in my
hold on
pocket.
to it? Of course, yeah. Now is the time that we can have you read your vows to each other. Curtis, would you like to start?
Sure. It's okay, I wanted to go last.
This is perfect because I wanted to go first.
Oh, did you bring Kleenex? I'm about to cry, man.
Oh no.
Okay, well, it's real. It's okay.
It's okay. It's all part of it.
Real emotional hours. Okay. Before we exchanged vows, I wanted to read you something. This is my heart on ink, on paper. My dearest love, our lives have been all but a swan song, more an ode to misery. We have known sorrows countless, some we have already faced together as one. But even as I write this, I know there are more countless to come. But in this moment, as before you I stand, I know that it does not matter. We will continue to be the strength of the other, as only you and I can. The connection we share was always in God and Rachel's plan. Yes, we have been dealt our share of torment. This, however, is not why for to lament. For it has hardened our love as impenetrable cement. Not club, nor arrow, sword, or any implement could sever us from this grace, fallen as a tear from Yahweh's face. This poem, while from the heart, is not my vows to you. To that end, I have written my own solemn promises, my immutable oaths to you. No matter what happens or who else is involved, I will defend you. No matter the circumstances, I will always return home to lay my head next to yours. My heart and body belong to none but Abba and you. I will always get and put on your ice packs. I will always do my best to listen to understand, not to reply. If I have plans already, but you need me, yes, even just to cuddle, then I just got new plans. I will always lay by you if you fall. We are a team. We win and lose together. I swear that out of all my favorite superheroes, you are by far the hottest, most inspiring, and bar none my favorite. Yours is the hand I will hold during movies, in the park, with our future children. And finally, when we go to see Jesus and Mama. I will always love, respect, and care for you. I will remain faithful to you in body, heart, and mind. Above all else, though, my immovable promise, my unbreakable oath to you, is that I will always try. In many ways, I'll fail you. I won't always be understanding. I won't always talk about why I'm upset. I won't always remember to do the dishes. But I will always try. I'm only human. You're only human. We will fail each other. The fact is unavoidable. But what I can do, always, is try. I'll move mountains for you, given enough time and faith. But this is all I ask in return. Trust me, and always try. I love you, Stardust, and I know you love me too.
Thank you, Curtis.
Am I up?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh boy.
You want to hold your flowers?
Yes, please.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I know we both wrote our vows before we went through the month of August together. I don't know if it's advised to write your vows that early. I feel it speaks volumes about how much this day means to both of us. But I feel at this point I need to make some quick last-minute additions. Not acknowledging the past month of our journey would be a grave mistake in my eyes. The roller coaster of emotion alone has been so powerful. At times it's been totally overwhelming, and emotionally it's beat us up, both up. And at times, savagely. But I'd do it again next week if it meant I'd be able to marry you at the end. This day was worth every bit of turmoil for me. I'd do it again in a heartbeat to learn the lessons we did about each other, our priorities, and life itself. For me, the most remarkable thing is our wedding was never in question. We were never in question. We never fought over anything. It was always us versus the problem at hand. And I can't stress how important that mindset is to me. That's what I want forever. This moment was our focus, and we both fought tooth and nail to make this day a reality, to make our wedding a reality. Though the world and those in it threw us curveball after painful curveball, We never relented in our pursuit of this moment, and we never relented on each other. We may have made concessions, but we're here. We made it, and we did it ourselves. We relied on each other, and together we made it. We're actually here, getting married in Montana, and we can truthfully say that we made this happen on our own. The things we learned from this past month will be with us forever, and the August from hell of 2021 is forever a part of our story. I just wanted to take a second to recognize that and acknowledge the great feat we've accomplished being here today, the things we've learned, the choices we've made, all of it, good or bad. You and I truly fighting the world back to back, united. And if that isn't what a marriage is supposed to be, I don't know what is. What a month to build a forever on. With that being said, here's my actual dissertation of vows. I wanted to thank some people. Firstly, I'm so grateful to be my mother's daughter, today and every day. I want to thank her for everything she has done for me, for you, and for our future. She laid the foundation of the woman you see before you. Everything I am, every ounce of faith, everything I have is all thanks to her. She prepared me for you, and unfortunately for us both, she left us before she got to see her hard work pay off. Every time she wiped away my tears and comforted my cries of no one will ever love me, it was you she was urging me to believe in. The man who loves me in all the magical and perfect ways she told me the one would. As always, I wish she could be here today, if even just to say I told you so. I also want to thank my uncles, John, Paul, and Tony, as well as the handful of other outstanding men across my life who've been the shining example for what a husband should be for his family. Men who taught me how truly good husbands act, simply by living as good husbands and good men. I'm so blessed to have had them all play a part in raising me and showing me what a marriage looks like. I couldn't have asked for better people to guide me, and I'm very grateful for them today and every day. You ready? In my mind, I've stood here with you a million times already. Every special moment that helped me realize it'd be you standing here with me right now made the image of this moment a little clearer. Every time I've looked deep into your eyes from the day I met you, I knew we'd be right here, together in this moment, and I'm glad it's finally here. People say the person they love knocked them off their feet. But you picked me up off the ground, dusted me off, kissed my scrapes, and placed me back on mine. And you do that for me constantly and without hesitation in every way possible, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I read a quote that says, "There's nothing wrong with starting over, with rising from the place where everything fell apart, accepting that whatever happened to you happened for a reason, even though you might not understand the reason, will help bring healing to your soul. Walk day by day, step by step, picking up all the broken pieces and using them to create a new world that's unrecognizable." That exact point is where we collided. What happened to us just prior happened. But we bumped into each other, and both of our broken pieces and sharp shards went flying and got mixed up together, unable to ever be separated. And now we get to build a stunning cosmic stained glass universe with all the jagged, rough, discarded pieces that didn't fit anywhere else except the perfect work of art that is us. Together, day by day, we place another piece into our own magnificent galaxy. Bits that we both considered too broken to be worthwhile separate are now part of our masterpiece together. God wove you into my life like a golden thread through a magnificent tapestry. Over the course of the years before we met, God molded us both into the exact person the other needed. He went out of his way to make sure we both understood it was his work guiding us to each other. And we're both stubborn, so God had to make it pretty obvious. We were divinely drawn together with constant little reminders of one another placed throughout our life's twists and turns. Those were the waypoints. God left us as beacons to recognize each other. God paved a starlit highway directly between you and I, and then set us both out on the road to each other, only for us to converge in perfect timing and end up on this beach together. This I know for certain. We were meant to be, because everything in my life has led me to you. The reality is that traces of you have been in my life all along. In the deepest sorrows and most difficult moments, in my greatest triumphs, in the especially savage inside joke, in the interest that I believed made me untouchable and weird that we now share, in the phrases of my mother that you now repeat word for word without realizing it, and the countless divine coincidences we share. My heart recognizes you in so many things. You're a glimmer in the personality and quirks of my best friends and family members. You're in the perfect contentment of a long drive on a sunny day with the music up, the windows down, and shades on. You're the giddy delight in a freshly opened bag of Sour Patch Kids. You're in the cool breeze blowing through an open window. You're the excitement to see a cool old car, and the added bonus is you actually know what the cars are. You're the match to the gasoline that is the level of my enthusiasm. You're the thrill of a 3 a.m. adventure to nowhere. You're in the passion for the freshest, dankest memes. You're in the awe and wonder of looking up at the star-filled night sky, the explanation for my adoration of all things space. The pieces of you are so unmistakable. You are God's answer to every coin tossed into a fountain, every wish upon a star, every eyelash or blown-out birthday candle. The traces of you have been in my heart and soul since the beginning, in everything. I just didn't realize it was you who I found in those moments, but it all made sense once you were in my life. You're everywhere, because you're supposed to be my everything. Meeting you was like a perfect puzzle piece that had been missing, was finally slipped into place. The wheels had been spinning, and when I finally got to you, the rubber met the road. I was whole. I found the yin to my yang, the red to my blue, the spaceman to my stardust, my reason, my soulmate, my person, and my heart. The blessing of actually having you as mine, the handsome and incredible man you are in front of me right now, with the magnificent and beautiful heart you have, is above and beyond anything and everything I could have ever imagined for myself. You surpass my wildest dreams and fantasies for my life so totally. You have the most spectacular heart I've ever had the pleasure and honor of knowing, and every day I fall more deeply in love with it. You have shown bravery and strength through adversity that would have bested lesser men, and yet you're still silly, compassionate, loving, giving, empathetic, kind, comforting, enthusiastic, helpful, and fun-loving in such an irresistibly innocent way. You're very passionate about the things you enjoy, and you're always excitedly dreaming about what's next. You're hopeful, and it's absolutely breathtaking. I'm so hopelessly in love with the person you are, inside and out. I'm so damn proud of you. The growth you've made, and everything you've done for yourself, for us, and for us to be here today, and for our future. I know it's only the beginning. We made it through the free trial getting here, and there's not another thing in the world that I'm more happy to subscribe to than you. I love you so much, but with no spaces, because that way there's no room for bullshit. In 100 million worlds, in any version of reality, I'd find you, I'd choose you, I would treasure you, and I would love you. The fact is, you have healed me in ways only God could have orchestrated. We are a miracle. We embody all the cliches about love, and we're totally okay with it. Lean into it and fully embrace it. You're exactly where I'm supposed to be. You are my destiny, my fate, my reason, my past, my present, and my future, my confidant, my protector, my comic relief, my shoulder to cry on, my la fille Xavier, my road trip warrior, my security system, my listening ear, my inside joke maker, my parallel, my love, my heart, my adventurer, my sugar rush, my sentence finisher, my mind reader, my Arizona sky.
The dog is, I'm so sorry.
Where's she at?
She's up by the server room.
Rika, come on.
Rika, come on.
Rika, come. Come on.
Come on.
Book it, sis. Come on. Running legs. Running legs, Rika. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you sit down, please?
My mind reader. Where did I leave off? My mind reader.
Yep.
My Arizona sky. My Sahara. My partner to loudly sing faithfully by Journey. My gun guy. My spaceman. And my Riker girl's dad. And you're the person who reminds me it'll all be okay. That I am worthy, deserving, beautiful, smart, funny, talented, capable, powerful, and that I have worthwhile things to offer the world. That I'm loved violently and just as I am. That I'm flawless just as I am. That I'm worth sticking up for. That I'm worth defending. And God help anyone who'd walk all over me now that I have you. You relentlessly love me in ways I couldn't ever imagine loving myself, and I commit to you to never stop trying to love myself exactly how you love me. So, I promise to always be violently in your corner. I promise to be your sanctuary, your refuge, your hideaway, for whenever and for whatever reason you need to escape. I promise to never walk away from the tough but necessary. I promise to prioritize good communication. I promise to never stop reminding you how incredible you are and how badly you deserve good things and how much you are worth to the world and to me. I promise to support you and your dreams with as much unbridled enthusiasm as I do my own. I promise to always make us my top priority. I promise to honor the things you honor. I promise to respect your hard nose. I promise to go to bed angry sometimes, because sometimes the best resolution and perspective comes after sleeping on it, and I owe you thoughtful and peaceful resolutions, not rash, emotion-driven decisions. I promise to love you through the good and the bad and the ugly, in sickness and in health, all the days of my life. I promise to work on our relationship like a magnum opus or a stained glass masterpiece. To constantly seek improvement and growth with you until the day I die. I promise to help us conquer the battles we face together to the best of my ability. Consider this year so far my starting point. I promise to sing your heart song, even if you forget the lyrics. I promise to always let you in, even when I want to shut the world out. I promise to always go on those spontaneous adventures with you, to never deny a chance to make more happy memories. Adventures where the building we call home may be far away, but next to you is all the home I'll ever need. I promise to never flag you, obviously. I promise to buy you new socks when yours get too holy, and I even promise to match them sometime. I promise to eat your cinnamon seasoned meat, even though cinnamon doesn't really go on meat. I promise to never stop trying to make you crack that handsome smile. I promise to love you until I look like the crypt keeper and after. But most importantly, I promise to always keep Christ at the center of our family for all the days of my life if he worked so hard, aligning the universe to bring us together. He'll do just as much to keep us together forever, though forever doesn't seem like nearly enough with you, my love. I cannot promise you we'll always have it easy. I think we've learned and seen that already. I can't promise consistent, smooth sailing. I can't promise you a lot of things because I'm human, and I know I'll fall short time and time again. But I can promise you love. I can promise you that in the good and the bad, I'll always be there, and we'll get through it together. You, me, and God can conquer anything together. It's the one place I know we'll always be safe, happy, and loved. That's where I know I'm supposed to be. There's another quote that says, "Life isn't meant to be lived perfectly, but merely to be lived boldly, wildly, beautifully, uncertainly, imperfectly, magically lived." I want to live like that with you. You, only you, always and forever you, my heart and yours. I'll be by your side through everything, with everything I have to give, and what I don't have, God will help with. My heart and soul and everything I have to offer with them is entirely yours, forevermore, as God himself intended. I love you so much. So here's to forever, my handsome, patriotic, funny, adorable, strong, brave, unstoppable, tactical, beautiful-hearted spaceman. All of these vows don't even come close to conveying how much I love you always.
You too.
Hey.
Can I have you do my job for me?
Oh, come on.
Those are beautiful. Thank you. Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, get this back. Rika, stay here.
Dizzy. Rika, come here. Hey. Rika.
You're gonna have to have her on that.
Yeah, for real.
Rika, sit.
Dizzy, hey. Sit.
Yeah, look at the butterfly. Sit.
Sit.
Or lay down, that's fine
Lay down
too.
works.
Just stay.
No, lay down, come on. Silly dog.
Is she behind me?
Yes.
Okay.
Lay down.
Perfectly.
Okay, good.
Let's take a breath,
Haha,
shall we?
Wow.
Look around at the beautiful butterfly that came in.
Wasn't a monarch one of the ones that we...
I think it was.
Wow.
A little one.
Is that what we said? No, it's not. Is it?
It's one of the ones, that's the one
Is
I
it?
said, yeah.
I mean, that was a monarch.
It was.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is that one of the things we said?
Yep.
Holy crap.
From a young age, I was always obsessed with the monarch
No, but is
butterfly.
that what we said?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't a bear.
The one you said?
Bear every time. I was like,
Right.
no.
I don't want to see a bear.
Well, nothing is easier than standing here and saying those words, and nothing is more difficult than living them day to day. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in exactly the same way. That is impossible. Yet that is what most of us expect. We forget the ebb and flow of life, of love, and of relationships. We insist on permanence, on duration, on continuity, but in love, as in life, the only stability...
Sorry.
Oh no, you can hold hands if you want.
Okay,
Perfect.
that would be so helpful.
Change and growth and in freedom. Therefore, what you promised today must be renewed and reaffirmed tomorrow and all the tomorrows to come. Curtis and Jessica, now know before you go further that since your lives have crossed in this life, you have formed eternal bonds. As you seek to enter this state of matrimony, you should strive to make real ideals that give meaning to this ceremony and to the sanctity of marriage. The promises made today and the ties that are bound here greatly strengthen your union and will cross the years and lives of each soul's growth. Do you seek to enter this ceremony?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do the hand fasting now.
All right.
And let's, I want to
Okay.
take this and
Yes.
just put it nicely by your side.
Okay.
Just for ease. And then if I'll hold on to, or if you want to hold on to that, Curtis.
Yeah, I'll bunch it.
So you have just free hands there.
Free pockets for sure.
And then if you want to take whatever hand you prefer, actually we'll do a cross.
Okay. Oh,
Yep. And if you want to put your hand above her wrist and you'll put his, like so. Yep. Is that okay? Is that comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm gonna probably use it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you two will look into each other's eyes. Jessica, will you, oh no, I'm going to put it down. You just repeat after me.
Okay.
Or answer the question, I guess.
Okay,
Is where. Will you share in Curtis's pain and seek to alleviate it, multiple ice packs and all?
Yes.
Curtis, will you share in Jessica's pain and seek to alleviate it, multiple ice packs and all?
Yes.
Jessica, will you share in Curtis's laughter and look for the brightness and positive in him? Curtis, will you share in Jessica's laughter and look for the brightness and positive in her?
Yes.
And so the binding is made. Jessica, will you share in Curtis's dreams of building a race car and driving that racetrack road?
Yes.
Curtis, will you share in Jessica's dreams riding a camel, no matter if it is one hump or two?
Yes.
And so the binding is made. So I'm just going to tie this in a second. Okay, so if you want to slowly pull your hands out and each take one side. Yeah. And then if you slowly pull. Thank you. You can hold hands again if you'd like.
Awesome. Yeah.
And so the binding is made. Curtis and Jessica, as your hands were bound together, so your lives and spirits are joined in a union of love and trust. For always you hold in your own hands the fate of this union. Above you is the sun, and below you is the earth. Like the sun, your love should be a constant source of light, and like the earth, a firm foundation from which to grow. Having considered all of these things, Curtis, do you promise to do your very best each day to create a loving, healthy, and happy marriage?
I do.
Jessica, do you promise to do your very best each day to create a loving, healthy, and happy marriage?
I do.
I will now ask you to seal the vows you share with each other by the giving and receiving of rings. The perfect circle of the ring symbolizes eternity. The precious metal came from the ground as a rough ore and was heated and purified, shaped and polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful when there once was nothing at all. Curtis, you may place this ring, a symbol of your love and commitment, onto Jessica's finger and repeat after me. With this symbol of eternity, I pledge my love and loyalty for all of my days. Jessica, you may now place this ring, a symbol of your love and commitment, onto Curtis's finger and repeat after me. With this symbol of eternity, I pledge my love and loyalty for all of my days. I have a verse from Matthew 19:5 and 6. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Curtis and Jessica, you two have an equal commitment to each other. To Rika, to the life you want to create on the farm with the swimming pigs, and a happy family. You have expressed a desire to give a life to your family that is different than either of you had at the start of this journey, and this is my hope for you. It is now my honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. You may seal your vows with a kiss.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Give her another one! Give her another one!
That's how you know it's good.
Steamy!
Seriously. Oh yeah, don't let me fall in this. That'll be when I fall. I'm gonna let you handle it.
Okay, alright.
Awesome.
Can we put them up in the air? Big cheer?
Oh yeah, okay. Okay. What, both our hands? Where's Mike? Sure.
Right behind you.
Ready? Just like go.
Yes! Alright. And give her a kiss there. One more. I say one more. There's so many more.
Right.
Oh no.